How are we, YouTube? George here. Hope you're all well and happy. And bit of a strange video to make today. And I suppose first of all, I'm lucky to be here to make it at all. As I'm sure some of you are aware at this stage, I had a little bit of an accident on Sunday past, where I fell off the roof of the new shed and landed on the concrete pad down the end and broke my shoulder. Broke my scapula, which is the big bone at the back. And I'm lucky I didn't break my neck or my back. And I'm quite thankful that it wasn't that serious. So my brother-in-law was here with me. Poor old Ned. Frightened the life out of him. And so the ambulance was called, and the ambulance came, and of course once the people in 999 heard there was a fall involved, the air ambulance was called out as well, and it landed about 2 kilometers up the road on a football pitch. So they got a lift down in some car, so they kind of determined that I was okay. I hit the ground, and I remember falling, I remember hitting the ground, and then all I remember after that is somebody calling me, like, George, George, you know, like when somebody's calling you in the morning when you're asleep. And it was my brother-in-law. So I woke up anyway, and I had been out cold for about 30 or 40 seconds, he said. And then when I came to, I had some sort of a very brief seizure where I started to seize, and that passed in about 15 or 20 seconds. So I came round then again after that, and I was fully coherent and knew what was after happening and what day of the week it was, and knew my name and all that stuff. So they determined I was good enough to go by road to the hospital in Tullamore, which is a couple of towns over. They were very good. They were lovely over there, looked after me really well, and I had 2 lots of CT scans, and I had 2 lots of x-rays, and on the second lot of CT they injected dye into me, and they came back and they said to me, well, you've broken your scapula, but it's clean break straight across, the bones haven't moved, so you know it should be fairly handy to heal up, but it's going to take about 6 weeks minimum, and I'd have to have physio and the whole lot after. So yeah, a bit of a fright now, to say the very least. So anyway, it's not all doom and gloom, so let me show you what's going on. So there's my roof, all the stuff I need to do that. And what we were doing was we were putting on this breathable membrane here, you can see it there, and we actually had started the 4th run over there. You can see the little bits of it on the rafter there, and my brother-in-law was on that piece of board that's up there, and I had a long plank that was maybe 6 or 8 inches longer each side than the rafters, and what I was doing was I was moving it across and across and across, you know. So what happened was I came to move it from the 2nd rafter to the 3rd one, and I kneeled on the wrong side of the piece of wood. Pure stupidity. I should have had a way longer piece that went across maybe 3 or 4 of the rafters, and this wouldn't have happened. But look at, with the advantage of hindsight, we all have 20/20 vision. So I toppled over that rafter, over the 2nd one. I'm trying to point now. Toppled over this one, clattered my head off this one, and as I fell down I was kind of going head first, but had swung around enough luckily that I landed on my shoulder here. You see all the stuff still there from the ambulance guys. I was lying on my back in here for about 20 minutes, and of course they had to put me on a backboard and a neck brace and strap me down and carry me out through the window. Oh dear God, shocking. So gave the brother-in-law an awful fright, as I said, but he's going to organise a few lads now, and they're going to come and put the roof on for me, because the roof still needs to go on. And that's going to happen Saturday week, hopefully. And yeah, blink of an eye, it happened that fast. Like, it was unreal. I remember falling, I remember hitting my head off the rafter, I remember hitting the ground, and of course I thought I was alright, and I was saying, my wife was here and she was in here beside me, and she was, oh, the ambulance is coming, and I was, no, I don't need an ambulance, I'm alright. All that was in my head was I wanted to get back up and put the stuff on and get the cladding on, and then the shock wore off and the pain came, and I couldn't move my left arm for a good while. I could wiggle my fingers alright, but I couldn't move my arm, and the pain was absolutely outrageous. And so I'm on fairly substantial painkillers now at the minute, and yeah, absolutely crazy when you think about it. But yeah, so we'll get the roof on soon anyway. And as I said, the brother-in-law has a bit of help organised, and the guy that block laid the shed for me and all, he's going to give a hand as well with a few bits and pieces. He's going to, once the roof is on, he's going to cut out the wall here and knock it out, and then we can put the window in here. And oh, when I think about it, so all this needs to be plastered then, and the same guy that done the wall, he's going to do that. He's done a bit next door, did that yesterday, all drying out nice now. So that was the excitement of my weekend. Other than that, in here is like a bomb site. Of course, I can't do anything really. I can just sit around the place and do feck all really, because I can't, you know, I can't move my left arm all that much, and if I do, it lets me know fairly quick. So yeah, I was lucky, very lucky. All for, you know, well, have to get it done. And if I just taken the time to get a longer piece of board, I wouldn't be sitting here in this state. So I'm totally laid up now for 6 weeks. I can't do anything. It's my left hand. I'm left-handed, so I can't do nothing. So anybody that's, you know, waiting for radios or anything like that, don't start sending me emails or messages on Messenger or whatever. I'm out of action for the next 6 weeks minimum, and that's just how it is. So Jesus, even the smallest little things are difficult. Getting up out of the chair, getting in and out of the car, and that's another thing. I can't drive either. So complete pain in the arse. But look, it is what it is. So that's all the news I've got for you, and We'll get you in the next one, whenever that'll be. And take care. And if you're doing any work outside, don't be trying to, cut corners and do it quicker, because the blink of an eye is all it takes. And I'm totally kiboshed now for the next, we'll say, 2 months. So that's it, 73, and we'll get you in the next one. Bye bye.